Hello gear junkies out there. What I usually do at this time of year is I put together a video of all the pedals that I've bought and sold during the year. But I'm not going to do that this year because I've just bought so many pedals this year. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to run you through 10 or so of the best pedals that I've bought during the year. And I've split it up into 5 drive pedals and then another 5 or so non-drive pedals. So here we go. These aren't in any particular order, but I'm going to start off with the Zen Drive by Haminda Audio, which are largely manufactured by Love Pedal. This is a D-style overdrive pedal, which is D stands for Dumble. The Black Magic, so the one in the black casing, is supposed to have twice as much gain as a normal Zen Drive. What you need to know about these are they are very smooth. They range anywhere between sort of a light bluesy breakup through to, you could probably do some hard rock stuff using this as well. It's very versatile, but it's very smooth and it's really cool. Great for lead tones. It's not very harsh, I find, so when you hit those high notes, they really sing, and this is a terrific pedal that you should get a hold of if you can. Earlier this year I did a video on affordable tube screamers, and for that video I decided to buy a Ibanez Tube Screamer Mini, and I was blown away with how good this thing is. It's gotten all kinds of critical acclaim on all sorts of different platforms, and I can totally understand why. It is a wonderful replication of a tube screamer. I sold my TS9 because this was just every bit as good, and really it was love at first play. A few months back I bought myself one of these, an SL Drive. Now the only reason I bought it was because I found it really cheap, way cheaper than it should have been, and I thought, oh well, I'll snap that up, and if I don't like it I'll sell it. I haven't sold it because it's so good. I did a versus between this and a One Plexi Drive, and I just love how organic this the drive sound is in this. It's just really nice. Sounds like a vintage Marshall, and it's everything you could want in a Plexi style pedal in a very small enclosure. Earlier this year I was looking for a light drive pedal, and I was watching the JHS show and he recommended this, the Tech21 Double Drive, and I've got to say I really like this pedal. It does sort of light to medium overdrive very nicely. It's very natural sounding. You can blend the two different overdrives to get the sort of sound you're looking for, and it cleans up really well when you start to pick lightly, and then if you pick heavier it'll distort more. It's really nice. The only drawback for me is that if I'm using it on a neck pickup, that's my setting on a bridge pickup, so when I switch to a neck pickup I quite often have to engage an EQ pedal to brighten it up a little bit, so it is a little bit dark, but other than that, really good. Another pedal I picked up after watching the JHS show was this, the Klon KTR. Now in that, Josh, hello Josh if you're watching, and your crew, in that he explains how he has a gold Klon. He won't take that out on the road, but he'll quite happily take this because it does the job. It does it really well. I bought one and I was just blown away with how good this is. I never thought I'd really like a Klon style pedal, and this completely changed my mind. So Klon KTR, if you haven't tried one and you like Klons, do yourself a favour. At the start of the year I was looking through Gumtree and I found a Boss PH1R on Gumtree, and it was pretty cheap. It was a little bit beat up, so I bought it with the intention of selling it, but I really liked the sound of it. It had an amazing phaser sound which was completely different to that of a Phase 90. So then I decided to buy one of these, a PH2, and I like this even more. This is an amazing phaser. Like I said, completely different to a Phase 90. I love Mike Einzinger from Incubus, and he uses 2 of these on his board. Just a really good sounding phaser. Made in Japan. I'm stoked. While I'm on the subject of Boss, I also found a DM2W Wazacraft. Now the DM2, the original DM2s, are highly sought after. They are a classic analog delay. This is a very faithful replication of that. It's an absolutely brilliant pedal. I got this again. I wasn't really looking to buy one, but I found one at a price that I couldn't say no to, so I bought it, and I wasn't disappointed in the least. Fantastic analog delay. While I'm on the subject of analog delay, I also bought a carbon copy by MXR. This is an amazing, really warm sounding analog delay, and it's hard to split these two. They are both really amazing. The whole reason I bought this in the first place was I wanted to shoot these two out in a versus video, which I haven't got around to, I'm sorry. But I will do it. Hopefully early in the new year I'll shoot these two out and we'll have a versus video. But I love them both, they're terrific. A few years back now, I bought myself an MXR Uni-Vibe, and I kind of liked it, but I was a bit dissatisfied with it and I ended up selling it. But then I watched an episode of the JHS show about Uni-Vibe and I decided to give it another go. And I bought this, the Deja Vibe. This is the stereo model by Full Tone. This is an amazing Uni-Vibe. Has really lush, swirling sounding vibe, and if you like Jimi Hendrix, you like that kind of sound, this is a wonderful pedal to have on your board. I will say it does sound a little bit dark. I quite often have to brighten it up with an EQ pedal, but excellent pedal. The last pedal I have here could fit into the category of drive pedals, but it's an amp and cab simulator. It's the Strymon Iridium. Now I use this straight into a PA. I never use it into the amp because that's not what it's designed for. It is designed to simulate both an amp and cab, and it does an amazing job. I use this live all the time now, and I tell you what, you wouldn't know that I wasn't using an amplifier. It's a terrific amp and cab sim, and I love it how you can tweak it and all the knobs are there. I don't have any menus, and I have had to do that on the fly a few times, so that's why I bought this instead of say a HX Stomp or something like that. An amazing bit of kit. I've done a video already where I compare the Fender setting to my Fender amplifier. I'll probably do ones to do with the Marshall and the Vox sounding ones fairly soon, but an amazing bit of kit. Lastly, I want to say thank you to anybody who's watched or liked my videos, and especially to those people who have subscribed. Thank you so much for your support of my channel and my work. My viewership has gone up 600% this year, which I put that down to you guys. Thank you so much for your support. And as long as you guys are watching my videos and getting something out of it, I'll continue to put these out. So thank you so much. Have a happy and safe new year wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next year.